Tonight on Raiders Talk of the Nation, we've got a show for the fans with some of the biggest fans in the game, from hip-hop icons.
Are they Raider family? You know, are they a real Raider at heart? You know, that's really what matters, and it seemed like we got some real Raiders at heart.
To R&B disruptors.
The logo means to me, I don't know, it's just like tough. It just like makes you want to like, that's what I love the most about it. Like I've had Raiders gear since I was small.
All-star pitchers.
This is the vibe right here. I told them they should call this the new black hole right now.
And Raiders alumnus.
And one thing we always talk about, once a Raider, always a Raider, but also Raider, silver and black, it's a lifestyle.
You know what time it is? Raiders Talk of the Welcome back here with us on Raiders Talk of the Nation. I am Sibley Scoles. The Raiders are ready to finish the season going strong right here at Allegiant Stadium on this very field. And it was here during the first season of Raiders Talk of the Nation that one of our guests told us he could envision his very own home away from home on the 50-yard line. We talked to you the first season we got out here, and you had said on the 50-yard line you wanted a penthouse.
It's so pristine. I'm just trying to figure out where they put my condo. Condo, 50-yard line right there, yeah. 5-bedroom thing, you know.
Do you still want your home on the 50-yard line?
As long as it's on wheels, you know, it might have to roll it out when they play. But I would love, you know, like, I'm trying to figure out where I can move into this place, you know.
Without anyone knowing.
Without anybody knowing, you know what I mean?
It's a secret spot.
I mean, it's just an amazing atmosphere. You know, that's what's great too. You know, they keep the atmosphere alive and electric. You know, it's just perfect for Vegas and perfect for the city. That's all about having a good time.
We've got so much more to catch up on with Q, but first, after 20 years in the major leagues, CC Sabathia is known as an elite baseball player. But I bet you didn't know he's also one of the biggest Raiders fans in franchise history. Growing up tailgating before games with his dad, CC told us all about his special connection to the silver and black. And he even put his bid in for VP next to our president, Mr. Ice Cube.
He got him. Strikeout number 3,000 for CC Sabathia.
CC just told me he's usually not down here. That's right, because I talked to you in the suites or the lounge. What are we feeling being in the Winfield Club?
This is the vibe right here. I told them they should call this the new black hole right down here, because this is so cool. Getting a chance to come down here with all my friends and enjoy the game from the end zone is fun.
Being a Raider fan, we go through a lot, right? Seeing the transition and the steps that they've taken to change things over here and within the organization, seeing how the fans are coming out and they're hyped. What are the emotions for you?
The same, you know, excitement. You know, I was excited to get out here and see the revamped team and, you know, everybody excited about what's going on. So I think organization-wise and fan-wise, I think we're excited as a fan base.
Never asked you this question. Favorite Raider then, favorite Raider now?
Favorite Raider then, Bo Jackson. Favorite Raider now, Josh Jacobs.
Best thing for you about being a Raider fan, besides the atmosphere here in Vegas, just as a whole, and you grew up on them, what's the best thing?
Just my family being a part of it. You know, my dad introduced me to the Raiders, and I introduced my kids to the Raiders. You've seen my whole family be out here, so it's a family affair. My kids are mad that they're not here now, so I think the best part about it is just being our whole family being Raiders.
I talked to the president earlier, talking about Ice Cube, president of Raider Nation. President of Raider Nation, do you have a relationship with him? Did you guys see each other and talk again? I want to talk 50 years of hip-hop with you.
I've never had a chance to meet Cube. I know he's the president, but if I ever get a chance to meet him, I want to see if I can be the vice president of Raider Nation.
There you go. Submit that request. You heard it here.
Let's submit that request.
But speaking on 50 years of hip-hop, I asked him because he was such a big, key, crucial part of the culture of hip-hop. Do you have a favorite hip-hop record? Do you have any memories for you?
Oh, yeah. I grew up in Vallejo in the Crest, so Mac Dre, you know, was near and dear to my heart. Obviously, I have him tattooed on my leg. So, you know, California Lives is my favorite song, and Mac Dre's my favorite artist.
CC, always good to see you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Still to come on this episode of Raiders Talk of the Nation, we catch up with another lifelong fan and musical power player.
Something like this even. Like, I think you receive so much energy back from the audience, and that's just like really beautiful and amazing.
Plus, he's one of the most powerful players in Raiders history.
You get to be that superhero that you dreamed of as a kid all your life, and all of a sudden you get to be that guy on Sunday with that silver and black on. That's what it feels like.
And we've got more with Ice Cube coming up.
What the team represented, we felt like we represented the same thing in music.
Raiders Talk of the Nation will be right back. Raiders Talk of the Nation has been brought to you by Allegiant Air, the official airline of the Las Vegas Raiders. Powered by Cox, a proud partner of the Las Vegas Raiders. As you can see, I definitely don't hide my Raider Nation fandom, and neither does this guy, the president of the fan club, Mr. Ice Cube. He's been loyal to the silver and black since he was 14 years old, and now he's back for the ultimate honor, lighting the torch. I got to spend some time with the man who does it all.
Ladies and gentlemen, the president of Raider Nation, Ice Cube.
The honor that you had today to light the torch in memory and remembrance of Al Davis, who you met and had a relationship with, I'm sure. What was that like when you got the call? And then what was it like to be up there today?
Oh, I've been waiting for the call. I done got the call to perform, but I've been waiting for the call to light the torch, and now to be, at the Death Star, with that big, beautiful, torch.
Yes.
The fire that burns the brightest in the Raiders organization is the will to win.
And to honor the man, Al Davis, who was great leader for the Raiders, great guy, always welcomed me and my people with open arms.
Yeah.
And the same with Mark. Mark is holding on to the tradition, and being the president of the Raider Nation, it's only right to come in and show my love, respect. That's how we want to do it.
This longtime member of Raider Nation laid the foundation for the pioneering rap group NWA. Widely recognized as one of the most influential groups in hip-hop, NWA was ranked on Rolling Stone magazine's list of 100 greatest artists of all time.
What's been your highlight so far of our transition here to Las Vegas?
Just coming in a building that's solely for the Raiders. The Death Star is an amazing stadium. It's what the Raiders deserve. And to see that they've finally, got the house that they really deserve, I'm proud. What happens on the field, there's wins, there's losses, but just knowing that there's a home for the Raiders, and it's the most beautiful stadium in the country. I've been to all of them, and can't nothing compete with the Death Star.
He also leads successful solo careers in sports, music, and entertainment, while remaining among rap's most respected and influential performers. He has even taken the main stage multiple times for some of the best performances in front of Raider Nation.
You being such a crucial part of the culture of hip-hop, knowing it's here at 50 and it's going to continue to grow, so what is your mental with that, and how does it feel to have that anniversary?
Great accomplishment. Rap music has been, from fighting to be even, looked at as real music,
yes,
to now being leading music in the world. It's been a great journey, and I've been there for at least 40 years of it. So it's very cool to be a part of music. Be a part of this year.
Yeah.
Been celebrating the whole year, and we looking for 50 more.
I know you've probably seen it. Everyone's holding out the signs out there. They did like a play on NWA. It says RWA.
Yeah.
When you see those and knowing what you built, with your legacy on music as a solo artist as well, but when you see moments like that happen in a team that you love and you're a president of, how does that make you feel to have them?
Everything is fitting in place. Everything is perfect. We became fans of the Raiders out of straight love for the team. What the team represented, we felt like we represented the same thing in music. And so, it goes together like peanut butter and jelly, you know what I mean? So to see it, meshing like it has been.
This is the first team with black coach, head coach, interim, GM, as well as president. When you have that, and you see that and you represent something so much more.
I'm not surprised. It's the Raiders. Al Davis was the first one to hire a black coach.
Right.
And Art Shell.
That's a good football team over there we beat today. A very good football team. And we got them again next week. Right here, okay? Yes.
And he's always been innovative. And it's never about the color of the skin. It's really about what the person can do. Are they Raider family?
So that's what set me up for this. I was born this way.
Are they a real Raider at heart?
Raider Nation against everybody else. It's a new day. It's a new chapter. It's a new era. It's a new mindset.
That's really what matters. And it seemed like we got some real Raiders at heart.
Coming up,
I think they've just been so welcoming and just so nice and so cool. This is such a family. I love it every single time. It's amazing.
And later,
I think it's just a great opportunity.
Yeah.
I think it represents to Roberts the opportunity to step into a starting role.
Raiders Talk of the Nation is coming back at you after this. This segment has been brought to you by Modelo, brewed with the highest quality ingredients for a taste that's pure gold. Modelo, brewed for those with a fighting spirit. She's a multi-platinum singer, songwriter, actress, dancer. The list goes on. And of course, the biggest one for us, a Raiders fan since childhood. After years dominating the game, Tinashe is getting ready for a big tour in the new year, but not before stopping by to perform once again right here for the Raiders. And the home of the brave. You're gracing us with your presence again. You are busy. I know tour is coming up for you. You got a lot going on. How does it feel to be back here at Allegiant?
I love Allegiant. Allegiant is so much fun. I love being here singing for the Raiders. Amazing time every time. My whole family's here, so it's like a family affair. We're having a great time.
The fact that your family's here, you see how tight Raider Nation is. Again, you've been here before. What is it about the fan base that excites you when you get out there on that stage?
I think they've just been so welcoming and just so nice and so cool. This is such a family. I love it every single time. It's amazing.
When you see the logo and seeing again the fan base, what does the logo mean to you?
The logo means to me, I don't know, it's just tough. It just makes you want to that's what I love the most about it. I've had Raiders gear since I was small.
You are a power player in the game, in what you do, production, behind the scenes, visuals, and your vocals and writing. What do you love most out of all of those? Is there one thing you can choose?
I think just hearing that my music touches people and getting that connection, that feedback, that energy exchange from the fans, probably in a live show setting, something like this even. I think you receive so much energy back from the audience, and that's just really beautiful and amazing.
Another power player, Usher, is coming here halftime. He's going to be for halftime Super Bowl, which will be here in Las Vegas. Will we see you there in Vegas for Super Bowl?
I hope so. I better be here. I saw him last night. Oof, so good. He is so amazing. He's literally the GOAT.
Now tell Raider Nation what's going on with the tour, the new music, everything that's coming out, because you are busy.
Yes, I have a new tour in February, which I'm super excited about. I'm releasing new music.
On the tour, do we get to see you at Allegiant? Is there any stops anywhere in Vegas?
I hope so. Right now I've only announced the East Coast dates, and I'm planning on releasing the West Coast dates shortly after. So I'm assuming probably around April, probably in the springtime, maybe when it gets a little warmer again.
Do you have a favorite group or artist that you listen to coming up? Or the influence that hip-hop had on you?
I mean, hip-hop I feel encompasses so much about Black music and Black culture, so there's just so many artists that I could name. I think right now one that's really sticking out in my mind is Andre 3000. He's just so influential, and right now his new project, I'm so inspired by him and his energy, so yeah. Hey, what's up? This is Tinashe, and you're watching Raiders Talk of the Nation.
So if you haven't caught on yet, this show is all about Raider fandom, whether it's an international superstar, a professional athlete, or just a girl from the Bay. The love for the team is real, and it extends to past players as well. Tyrone Wheatley will forever be remembered for the NFL's Run of the Year in 2000. Now the former running back is getting another honor, fit for a Raiders alumni. I told you a moment ago that I've been a fan, since birth, born in the silver and black. I took a screenshot while you were lighting the torch, and I sent it to my family. I was like, look who's here. I get to talk to him. Huge fan. Thank you so much.
What's it like, first of all, to get the phone call, and then when you're out there with the fans watching and to be able to honor Al Davis?
Well, first of all, the phone call, I was like, this is kind of close. Are they joking? Are they playing with me? But it got a little emotional, really did. But then they answered the question about Al Davis, who meant so much to his players. The one thing about Al was he could be a person. But for the comeback into, memorialize him and lighting a torch, words I can't describe it. I can't articulate it. You just can't.
What is it about Allegiant?
Well, they've always had that Star Wars theme, but, the Raiders, the mystique of the Raiders, the silver and black, the black, you talk about all those deals, and it kind of, this stadium kind of embodies that, right? It embodies it. And the one thing we always talk about, once a Raider, always a Raider, but also Raiders, silver and black, it's a lifestyle.
Tyrone Wheatley trying to cut it to the outside. Wheatley remains on his feet. Wheatley won't go down.
What do you miss most about putting on that uniform?
When they was playing Hail Bells, it's like Pavlov's dog. Once that bell rings, it evokes up the emotions. And, the heartbeat starts racing, the chills get going. I mean, it just gets going. When you put that uniform on, it's like you're able to turn into another person. You get to be that superhero that you dreamed of as a kid all your life, and all of a sudden you get to be that guy on Sunday with that silver and black on. That's what it feels like.
You have a favorite memory of yours that kind of stands out?
So many. I would say this, my teammates, but I was also kind of one of the practical jokesters on the team, and I think one of my biggest memories of the whole deal was I took the keys to somebody's truck and I parked in front of the entrance where they couldn't get out, and I kind of hid for about a half hour, so guys were pissed off about that one.
What does the shield mean to you when you see it?
So many things, but the one and it's just Al. I mean, when you sit down and you think about his meaning to football, I mean, we can have a whole nother show, right? But from when I look at the shield and just say I was able to be a part of it, and to, prolong the glory and the essence of what a Raider really is, that's incredible.
Still to come.
I get very nervous, so oftentimes I go underneath during the games because I can't watch.
Raiders Talk of the Nation will be right back. This segment has been brought to you by Coors Light, an official beer of Raider Nation, made to chill. Raiders Talk of the Nation has been brought to you by Allegiant Air, the official airline of the Las Vegas Raiders. Low fares, non-stop flights. Book now only at Allegiant.com. Credit One Bank, the official credit card of the Raiders. Intermountain Health, the official health partner of the Las Vegas Raiders. Discover your inner champ at Raiders.com/champ. When it comes to who's the biggest Raiders fan, the battle could go on and on and on forever. But with a front row seat from humble beginnings, it's the families of the players that could take the title. Just ask the Spillane family, who traveled to Chicago to cheer on their favorite linebacker. Raider Nation, you already know we're out in Chicago. We hit another tailgate, and I ran into the Spillanes. Hello, Mom and Dad.
Hello, how are you?
First of all, you have the number on. We're ready, game day. You all are from here.
Yes.
Originally.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Now, we're Raiders fans, right?
Absolutely.
Your brother's taking the field. Do you remember the first time when he did that? Were you at the game? How old were you? Like, what was going through your mind when you
I've always been the biggest fan of Rob, so whether that was high school, he's like 8 years older than me, so when he was a senior in high school, I was probably, 8 or 9. So, we've been going to this game since high school. In college, we went to probably 50% of the games, so it's been a crazy journey.
How does it feel seeing your son out there on the field, knowing what he's been through, what he's accomplished, what he continues to do, and to be able to have the whole family out here to see him?
It's been wonderful. I get very nervous, so oftentimes I go underneath during the games because I can't watch, but it's been very exciting to see him on the Raiders and do so well and be welcomed so much by the Raider Nation. So we're very excited.
How about you, Dad?
I think it's just a great opportunity.
Yeah.
I think it represents to Roberts the opportunity to step into a starting role. Continue wearing the green dot, helps change the culture of a program.
Well, he's just the hardest worker out there, and he was never like supposed to be in the NFL. So it's like, it's crazy that it's his 6th year and he's still like, he's a captain this year. It's kind of crazy.
What really stands out to you about him out there? And who do you know him as versus being on the field?
For me, I would say, you know, we grew up with hard work. And
It comes from that. He sees how hard you work, both of you guys, and you can see that right out there on his play and just who he.
I do see that. I do see the week to week, the real methodical.
He's very, very.
You know, we did a lot of work with
Disciplined.
handwork, placement, footwork.
Even when I looked at the back of your
Go get it, Robert. Go
We
get
love
it
you, baby. Go
today.
work.
We love you.
Go
We
to
love
work.
you. Thanks so much for joining us here on Sacred Ground. No, really, Raiders fans, you've seen the stadium. I know you love it. If you've not been here, I'm telling you right now, you've got to come out and see a game before the season ends. I want to say thank you all right now, and I'm so happy to be a part of this show. You know we'll be back next week because I'm laying here on the field for you guys. Raiders Talk of the Nation. There's so much more on the way. I'm Sibley Scoles. I'll see you next time.